Like? I don't think you can take more than 10. Give me a shout when I've got like 90, 2 minutes, 90 seconds, somewhere in that neighborhood. All right. So this is it. Hi.
Hey.
Welcome to the Cure for Insomnia. So if you take a look at these green sheets, we got a handout tonight, okay? So there's actually big news in my industry these days. One of the biggest things that's going on is Google told us in advance a big change they're going to make on the 21st of April. Usually they just do these things, and you wake up in the morning, you go, oh my God, what happened to all my search engine rankings? But this time they're letting us know in advance. And the big deal this time is how mobile friendly is your website, all right? So it's great that it looks good on a PC. Does it also look good on a tablet? Does it also look good on a smartphone? There are more smartphones than human beings in the United States. Tablet sales have outswept desktop sales. So these are huge. These portable devices are a bigger deal. If you're not sure whether you're mobile friendly or not, take a look at the bottom of this. Google actually has a tool online. You type in your web address, and it tells you if you're mobile friendly, if you're not, what the deal is. Okay. All right. I don't know if anybody knows what Google's actual mission statement is, but what it is, and you can read it off here. But what it is they're to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. Now, while I was researching this, I went, I had the idea that Google's purpose was more of an observer than it was like an active participant. But no, they're organizing and they're making things accessible. So Google is not merely reporting on the internet, they're shaping the internet, okay? All right, and their main revenue stream is Google AdWords, paid advertising. So it's important. Some people, you get the idea after a while, just because everybody uses it all the time and it doesn't cost any money, you get the idea that Google is kind of like air. You just have it because you're here on Earth, But no, they're actually a public corporation, and their purpose is to make business. They want you using Google products continually. They give you the free ones, so you'll stick around for the stuff that costs money, all right? All right, so here's a couple of things that make your website attractive to Google. You need to be relevant for whatever it is you say you do. If your website is about cheeseburgers, you need to have cheeseburgers on your website. For any web developers out there, the rule of thumb is that the main thing you do has to be one click away, no more, than from your home page. So if you're at your home page, you should be able by one click to go to whatever the main thing is that you do, okay? It shouldn't be buried on the services page, the sixth one down, it needs to be prominent. All right, so that's relevance. The next thing is full featured. This is something new with Google. Google used to accept nonsense, really, where you could get a URL that was like, the URL is baconddoublecheeseburger.com, okay? And your website says baconddoublecheeseburger.com has a link to a menu and a picture of a cheeseburger. This is thin content. This is a crap website. There's not really much there, okay? So Google, what they want now is they want to see full features. They don't want to just see, the picture of the cheeseburger. They want to hear all about it. The more, the better. If your website is about hummingbirds, they want to know where they live, how they migrate, their mating habits, what they eat, how to build a hummingbird feeder. All this jazz. They want as much information as possible. You probably noticed that since Google started semantic search, which is spoken word search, in August of 2014, you can search not just by keywords, you can search by concepts. You can search like, how do I change the clutch on a 1971 Volkswagen Beetle? And you'll get back results that are relevant to that. So it's a different thing out there. All right, so that's having full featured content. By the way, if any of this is just too like obscure for words, let's do a one-on-one. All right, the other thing is how useful your website is. Now, useful websites, okay, that's the people that decide to link to you. Okay, that's the company you keep. That determines how useful you are. This was Google's original algorithm, named PageRank after Larry Page, one of the founders of Google. This is how they originally decided what website should be ranked on top. Is the number of links coming in to the website. Now these should be good links. Well, what's a good link? All right, so if I'm in the search business and I have the search engine journal linking to me, if I have Google linking to me, that's all good. If I have some blog wheel that's like a link from a site that links to another site, that links to another site, that links, coming back to me, that's crap. That's actually going to hurt my ranking. All right, if I have paid links, if I gave somebody $15 to link to me, that's going to do me no good either. So it needs to be relevant in my business. All right. By the way, does anybody know why porn sites don't get real good search engine ranking? They get a ton of traffic. Really, about a third of the internet is porn. Anybody know? Nobody wants to link to them. That's why, okay? They'll go visit, but they don't want to link. All right, so that's just one additional thing about linking. Okay. You might not have thought of that before.
Holy cow.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so next.
Things I learned you.
It's a good thing I didn't link to it.
Yeah. All right, anyway. Back to work. So. Yeah, all right. So the next point, the search engine optimization section of this is really just about the kind of content you want to create. Here's it. Yes, please.
3 minutes.
Oh, I have 3 minutes? I thought you possibly had a question about content. 3 minutes. Wow, I'm almost out of business here. Okay, good. So, all right, good content. Here's an example of good content, okay? So, I have a restaurant. I feature the bacon double cheeseburger heart attack burger, okay? That's my prime thing. Now, my website, in addition to having photos of the famous bacon double cheese heart attack burger, it's also got side dishes that could go with it. It's got menu suggestions. It's got coupons for savings. I link to other restaurants that don't compete with me, so I could link with hamburger restaurants in San Francisco and in Los Angeles, other places, right? Because they're not going to take business away from me, but these guys would also be happy if I linked to them. We're all relevant to each other. We're all good for each other. We can review each other. We can provide content to each other, and we don't hurt each other's business. It's all good. So someone else that does what you do that's in a non-competitive position is great content. Here's a trick. You can take your good reviews that you got on Google or on Yelp or wherever it is you happen to have good reviews, and you can work that into a blog post. So that person that posted on Yelp, oh, what a job Jonathan did for me. He got me $1 million for my broken leg. That is huge. You can get that. You can post that in a blog and then talk about your personal injury services. So this is getting extra mileage and out of any time somebody does write a testimonial for you. That's a link that you want to promote all over the internet. That's something that you want to you want to make a buzz out of it. You want to keep repeating this. Make your good works well known. Don't hide your light under a bushel basket. All right, so back to what I was saying earlier during the 45 seconds. Instead of just I've been given a Starbucks card recently, and the other thing is the bag of booze, but the third choice, and you can have either one of those are fine. The third choice is you get a words and music commercial, which you can see if you go to mightyfine29.com. In the middle of the bottom of the page, you see a little cartoon, little words and music. I'll do one for you. This can't be one that goes on for 20 minutes. This is going to be, minute and a half, a minute. So it's going to be short, but I'll do it for your business, very specifically about your business, okay? Ordinarily, I would charge a lot more than $20 for it, but what the hell, This is a special BNI kind of offer if it's appropriate to you, all right? And that's pretty much everything I got for right now. I think I'll just briefly mention that a good referral for me is still chiropractors, dentists, periodontists, professionals. Professionals Doesn't matter if they're a huge business or a smaller business, that's okay. The HVAC guy, he's hot to trot. He's ready to go. So anything like that, professionals that are looking to get the word out, okay? Thank you very much for listening to this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Tom Jacoby. Let's keep a special ear out at the park tomorrow when we're out soaking up the sun. For people that are looking, not happy with their websites, not getting enough business, not high enough up on the Google page one, refer them to Tom with confidence. We're going to move on to the I Have portion of the meeting. This is going to be our opportunity to report back on how we contributed to the group over the last week. This can come in any number of forms. A one-to-one. So a meeting that you had with an individual in the chapter outside of the regularly scheduled meeting time. If you're reporting in on a one-on-one, do me a favor, just let us know something that you learned about that person's business that maybe hasn't been mentioned in the group, and that'll enlighten us all a little bit more about that person's business. It can be a referral that you have for another member in the chapter. So somebody that you've met in the outside world that was requiring the services of somebody in this group. And again, enlighten us as to how you came about that referral, because that might more finely tune all of us on how to find business for that person. It could be reporting back on a thank you for closed business. There's a reason those slips are green. It's because this is a